everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since I filmed anything, but honestly I just haven't had anything to shoot lately. We went out to a place called Goat Island not long ago, but we didn't film anything there. But we're definitely going to be going back for a camping trip out there, I think, so keep an eye out for that. But so yeah, the reason I wanted to do a video today is I got another kayak. If you've seen the other videos, I had that purple Lifetime. It's actually not Lifetime brand anymore, I forget what it is, but that was a new kayak that I had got, the purple one. It's a 10-foot. I wound up giving that to my wife after we went on a trip, and she took a ride in it and really liked it, so I decided from that point I was going to find myself another one. And I've been looking since about November and keeping an eye on Marketplace, looking for something used that's a bit of a bigger and better kayak for a better price than brand new. Finally came across something yesterday. I was really excited about it. I went and picked it up last night. It needs a little cleanup and some work done to it, but I think it was still well worth the price. We're going to check it out right now, see what I got. So this is what I've just picked up. This is a 12.3 foot Field and Stream shadow caster. It is a little dirty. I think the guy just had it sitting outside, but it's solid. The only real big issue is this floorboard piece, which, if you look this kayak up, this is a big complaint from the manufacturer, is that you're supposed to be able to stand on this, and it's, hollow in between there. It's just plastic. It gets old, baked from the sun, and then if you're standing on it, it breaks through. But this thing is like 35 inches wide, I think, so it's meant to be stood up in. But I'm going to unscrew this whole thing and take it out and save it for a template to make a new bottom for that. But two of the things I really wanted on a new kayak were two of the things that the purple cheaper one had, which is a solid seat. This is actually a much heavier duty seat than that one, but it's not just the seat that's formed to the bottom of the kayak. I also wanted front storage, which this doesn't have, but everything else that it has, I should say immediate front storage, like right in front of the seat, like the other purple kayak has. But with everything else that this has, I was willing to give up on trying to get that little front storage. I need some new bungees for it, but there's no cracks in it or anything. The seat is pretty cool from what I've seen. It folds up out of the way. As you can see, all this junk was in there when I got it. I'm about to clean it and wash it and see how it looks. But the seat has, I thought it had two different positions, but this one seems to be bolted down in the back. I'm not sure if it actually is supposed to be that way, but I guess you can lay it down a little flatter and move it forward, or you can raise it up. You can raise it up like this, and it locks in, and this cord here releases it, but I don't have it locked in right now. It also has this is a stand-up assist strap, I think is what they call it, so that help you stand up out of the kayak. These foot braces are all adjustable with this handle here. You just move it back and forth, lock it in place. It came with the rails on it. I already had a cup holder and a rod holder, fiberglass ore, but not bad. The hatch works here. It's got a little moisture in it. I think they probably make an insert to put inside of here, like a dry bag. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I'm going to give it a bath real quick, take that floorboard out, and then probably go out in the pond here and just test it out for a minute. Hang around with me. Alright, so that's part of the reason I wanted to get that plate off. You can see there's just a whole bunch of junk all up in here. So we're going to get this all cleaned out, take it over, wash it, and we'll see how she looks. Alright, so it's a couple days later from when I first started this video. Finally got it all washed up, cleaned out. Looking pretty good. I got to put the seat back in it. But overall, it's a pretty clean boat. Really happy with how it cleaned up. The only thing I put on here right now is the phone mount that I'll be using and my waterproof case for that. Put one of these little eye bolts on the rail. This rail is really weird. On both ends it has this cap, which means you can't put anything on or off the rail. So I took the one off of the side over there. I'll probably do that one to this side too, but we're just going to go out in the water for a minute, check out the stability of it, throw a couple of lures around for a few minutes, see if we can get a first catch on it, and see how it does. Not going to load it down with a bunch of stuff, just a couple of rods and what you already see here. So we get the seat back in there and we'll get it out on the water. Alright, here we are, first time in the water on the Field and Stream Shadow Caster. I'm going to real quick try to stand up while there goes the seat. That wasn't locked in. I think we'll be good now though. I'm going to try to stand up, see how it works. Stability here. Use this strap that's meant to pull yourself up with. Not bad at all. I can see fishing off of this maybe. It's definitely more stable than the other kayak. So checking out a life vest that my wife got me for Christmas. It's really nice. It's got some fold out pocket here that you could put your phone in. It looks like there's a little strap, or maybe tie lures with it or something. Several different pockets for things. Yeah, this thing's pretty comfy. This is the paddle that came with it. Figured I'd just try it out. Let's move around, see if we can get some fish. I'll have the scupper plugs in here, not even dressed for being out on the water at all, actually. So I'm probably going to get a little wet from the kayak, from the paddle drip and all that. Adjust some things here and there. Definitely going to get wet paddling around right now. This paddle drops water like crazy. Move the camera back a little ways so you can see the front view. Go over to my favorite spot, banks, which is usually where fish bite. I'll tell you right away, I hate this paddle that came with this. It's really short. and it gets you really wet. I'm going to try out this little jig head here. I'm getting a little too close to the bushes. I think the sun's out a little bit much now for fish to be biting in these shallows, but we'll throw a couple out here and there. We got too much sun on this side of the pond right now. So I'm going to go down a little ways and turn around and hit the dock side with a different soft plastic. Of course, it started to get windy. There was no wind when I decided to come out and finish this video. Now it's all kinds of windy. Probably never use this paddle again. Somebody got a fire going in their fire pit over there. So now I'm going to try this little tumbleweed things, I think they call them. I call them different things, but it came in the Cast King 12 Days of Fishmas kit that I got after Christmas. It was way cheaper and not bad at all for the $10 I paid for it. I think a few days later it was actually $5. It came with 12 different baits and lures and jig heads and different things. This is what we got now. Get us turned around and aimed back at those docks and take a few casts out that area. We definitely picked the wrong time of day. So much sunlight everywhere. All the shallows where we usually get hits. There's no place for the fish to hide right now. The wind is terrible. Not holding me in one spot, but I'm going to go up a little further to a spot that I got a big bite on last week. See if we can catch something over that way by these red docks down here. Throw a little bit right up in here. A little more into that corner than what that was. Alright. Nothing really for fishing today. Nothing's biting. Sun's out. It's too bright. If I would have went out before the sun came out, probably would have had a little bit better luck. But yeah, overall, really liking this kayak. It's too windy for me to try to stand up on it and see how that's going to work right now for fishing, but definitely looking forward to taking this somewhere outside of my backyard. Like I mentioned, I think I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, we're going to go to a place called Exchange Island out in the St. Johns River sometime soon. I might actually just go out into the marshlands with my wife and her kayak before that, maybe in a couple of weeks if we can get out and do that. So yeah, we got some good fishing trips planned with these things, and that Exchange Island, you can camp there. We're going to camp and fish all night out at that spot. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. In the meantime, thanks again for watching as always. I'm going to try to be putting up more content when I think of things to do and get time to do them. I'm going to get out and do it for sure. And no fish today, but that's how it goes sometimes. I really just wanted to get this kayak out and check it out, and real happy with it. So stay tuned to see what I do with this thing. I'll see you next time.